All right, I'm back with one of our June monthly market reports talking about what's going on in the housing industry. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jim Lambright. I'm with eXp Realty. Stacy and I have been doing real estate since 1997 in Central Ohio. We started when we were 9 years old. That's my best joke, but I want to get right to it. Here's what I'm going to let you know is what's going on and what's coming for you. I got some graphs to share with you, some great data that's going to help you figure out what's going on with the housing market. So hang on right here. I'm going to look very funny staring at the screen for a second. And I am going to kick on a slideshow. And I should pop up here. Hang on 1 second. There we go. Hang on. The slideshow is going to kick on here. 1 second. Hang on. Let me try this again one more time. From the current slide, you got my espresso going in the background, which is going to help me out. Keep me going here late in the evening. Let's see, resume slideshow. There we go. So here's the great news for you. Housing will fare better than expected during the downturn. And if you've been living under a rock, you know the COVID-19 has pretty much slammed the worldwide economy. 3/4 of the world was locked up in their homes for 90 days and it shut down the economy. But here's the great news. Housing did not get hit as hard as what we were expecting. So many people were panicked. We had another 2008 coming again, and it just isn't the case. That's Ivy Zellman talking about, who's the CEO of Zellman Associates, very intelligent person, and it's been great, and we'll show you the numbers here on it. See, here's something incredible. Now, this is June, so we're always looking at old data, right, because we don't get to analyze the data until it's happened. So, but look at what happened in April. In April, we were expecting a 22% drop in new home sales, and new home sales actually rose slightly. Think about that. We were expecting a 22% drop and they were actually higher. That was Diana Olick with CNBC. Mortgage demand from home buyer shows unexpectedly strong and quick recovery. The quick recovery has surprised most forecasters, right? Everybody was thinking that it was really going to slam the housing market. Here we are again, tons of people getting mortgages. Rates are incredible. Of course you would be, because rates are incredible. And I'll show you why here. It's going to be in the jobs report that I'm going to show you what's coming up. So we know that April really was the trough. And we're talking about the trough, right? We're talking about graphs up and down. You have the peaks and you have troughs. It was the trough, I think, for the housing market. We do expect the rebound to be quite strong in the May numbers that will come out at the end of June. That's Mark Fleming. He's the chief economist with First American. Again, these are all super smart people, way smarter than me. I'm just reading you their quotes as to what they're having. So here's what we're looking at. Home prices are projected to continue to appreciate through 2020, 2021, and 2022. Everyone's saying it. Home price expectation survey, Mortgage Bankers Association, Zellman Associates, Fannie Mae, NAR, National Association of Realtors, Freddie Mac, everybody expecting home prices to appreciate. And here in Central Ohio, it's even going to be a little better than that, guys, because this is a national numbers. Columbus, Ohio is crazy. No matter what's happening in the rest of Ohio, we're good, okay? So if you check this out, newly pending sales are up 24.5% month over month. And new listings taken are up 19.3% month over month. Now, I didn't say year over year. This isn't 24.5% better than last year. This is better than last month, and that's June's Z report. When I say Z reports, because we don't say the Z name in our house, we spit before we say that name here. Just kidding. That's our own little real estate joke inside. That's a dual realtor household joke that we have. But take a look at this. Z's June report. Both pending sales and new listings remain well up from the previous month when the market was bouncing back from a slowdown in the early days of the coronavirus pandemic, okay? So we're talking about economy gains from 2.5 million jobs. So if you were living under a rock, you missed the jobs report that came out. Well, if you're not in our industry, you probably aren't watching all this economic stuff, right? We keep our eyes glued to it so we know what's going on, so we can give good advice, real estate advice to people who are buying and selling a home, right? We don't want people getting crushed like what happened back in 08 and 09. And it's not anything like that. Here's what happened. The jobs report was expecting to get slammed. They're expected to show 8 million jobs lost, and it was actually a 2.5 million jobs gain. This is one of the biggest mistakes ever made by forecasters one of the biggest ever in the history of the jobs reports. And so what we're seeing is they missed it by 10 million. They were wrong by 10 million. They expected an 8 million drop. It's 2.5 million up. And take a look at all the industries. The food service and bars industry, look at that, 1.4 million job gains. Now, we know a lot of these job gains came from the fact that tons of people got laid off, but they're expecting for it to still be bad. But no, Americans, we love to eat out, baby. And as soon as they started to unleash the reins on those shutdowns, we got out there and started eating. I know Stacy and I did we did our job in getting out there and making sure that we were spending money at the restaurants. Construction's up, education, health services up, retail, other services, manufacturing, professional services. A couple industries lost some. The government lost a lot of jobs. That's okay. They need to trim a little fat from that government anyways. Hotel industry's still hurting. If you get a chance, get out there and stay in some hotels, help out our hotel people. And then the others, believe it or not, believe that 77,000 was in the coal mining industry. My cat's down there. She agrees. So the May gain was by far the biggest one-month job surge in U.S. history since at least 1939. That's CNBC. The biggest one-month job surge in U.S. history. Baby, we are back. We're coming back. So here's the breakdown, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, of unemployed versus employed. I'm a glass half full kind of guy. I don't know what you are, whether you're glass half empty, glass half full, but take a look at this. Yes, unemployment at 13.3%. But I look at it as this: almost 88% are employed. You have almost 88% employment versus, just looking at the negative 13.3% unemployment. Almost 80% employment, 88% employment. That's great. Now, out of those unemployed people, 83% of them, of the unemployed, are saying that that's only a temporary layoff, that they're going to have their jobs back. 17% are saying that theirs is permanent. Okay, so out of the 13%, 83% of those people, the majority of them, are way more than the majority, say they're getting their job back, and a small sliver of them saying that they are gone for good. That is great news for all of us. We're talking about 75+% of job losses are temporary layoffs and furloughs, according to employers. So that's great news too. Employers are kind of thinking the same as the employees. So they're saying that they're expecting their employees to come back based on the feedback they're getting from their employees. There are news reports of large-scale hiring at firms like Amazon, Walmart, CVS Healthcare, Domino's Pizza, and other companies that saw increased demand in reaction to the pandemic and partial shutdown. It's always like that in a crisis. Somebody always gets hurt and somebody always makes money with an opportunity. That's just kind of the way it works. All right, so let's take a look at this. There was a slight miscalculation as far as people being temporarily unemployed. They actually marked absent or for other reasons. Other reasons people thought, well, I'm unemployed. That's supposed to be because you're on vacation or jury duty or something like that. So here's what happened. The numbers were a little bit skewed. There was a big brouhaha in the news over it. Let's just say the unemployment with the correction in April was at 19.7 because of the misclassification error. In May, we're at 16.3. And we expect the next jobs report is going to be incredible too, okay? So employers added 2.5 million jobs, blowing Wall Street expectations out of the water. Again, they were expecting it to still be going down. That's bad news. Economists had forecast a loss of 8.3 million, and we had a win of 2.5. They were wrong by almost 11 million jobs, right? Here's the great thing about June. It's National Homeownership Month. Look, the top reasons to own your home. There are really great reasons to be a homeowner. But take a look at this. See, back in 2004, 2005, we had homeownership up around the 69% mark. That's probably actually a little bit too high in the United States. That's kind of forcing it a little bit, trying to get everybody to be a homeowner. But we're in the sweet spot right now. That 63 to 65%, that's a great spot for the number of homeowners in this country. That's where we have a very stable foundation, and that's where we're at right now. So National Homeownership Month, we like to talk about things other than just money. Here's some of the reasons people give for wanting to be a homeowner. They feel a sense of accomplishment. It reflects your efforts and your success, right? You get to personalize it yourself, your personal expression, displaying your own unique personality. How about stability? Controlling your future, direction, and security. Financial investment, growing your assets and wealth, right? I mean, you pay, let's say you lived in one house, you pay your mortgage payment for 30 years. Now you got your house paid for. And you retire, let's say you started doing that at the age of 25, now you're 55 with a paid off house at your peak earning years, and all you're paying is the property tax on it. It's a great investment. I mean, if you're renting, you got to pay that until the day you die, the rent, right? And then creating a space that's solely your own. Those are reasons anyways for people becoming homeowners. The non-financial benefits of homeownership are really big. People, 88% agree that buying a home is the best decision they've ever made. 93% said owning a home made them happier. Look, this is not a dress rehearsal or a trial run on life. This is your one shot. Why not be happy? 93% people said owning a home made them happier. If you're a millennial out there and you're pushing your way into your 30s and looking at 40 and don't own a home, 93% of them say owning a home has made them happier. That's a pretty big number. 79% also believed owning a home has changed them for the better. Here's why the government likes homeowners, is because people tend to be more stable. They tend to grow a sense of community and work together. And it makes for a more peaceful society when people are living in neighborhoods. They're a little less transient. And it's a great thing, being homeownership. There's tons of non-financial benefits. So real estate at 35% remains the most favored investments to Americans. So let's talk now about the financial reasons. That's been the case since 2013 when the housing market was on the rebound. More than a third of Americans have named real estate as the top investment since 2016. There's 35% people say that's their number one. 21% say stocks, 17% say a savings account. Oh my gosh, savings account's your best investment? Are you crazy? What are you earning on that? 1%, 2%? Anyways, and then gold, 16% say gold's their best long-term investment. So people think real estate, and with the way our tax code structure is and things like that right now, I'd be willing to sit down with anybody and show them that on their personal residence, owning a home is a great investment. And also, we can prove it to you also on investment properties. So America's top 4 choices for best long-term investment. Of course, everybody was soured in 08, 09, 10, 11, and coming out of it. But now everybody's back up to that 35% mark where real estate is the thing. So here's what you need to do right now. See, truth is attainable by laying fact upon fact. And here's the thing. Our economy needs to rebound. In 2008, 2009, real estate was one of the factors that went down with the stock market and took our country down. It was. It was a bubble. It was a mess. The way we were doing mortgages was nuts. The way we were letting people who made $50,000 a year buy $400,000 homes. I mean, it was crazy. And it was going to come to an end. And probably was a good thing it popped when it did. But there is a huge economic impact of one home sale in the United States. For every home that's sold, on average, it has an economic overall impact of $88,416. You can see the breakdown of it on here. There's income generated from real estate industries, expenditures related to the home purchase. There's a multiplier of housing-related expenditures. People buy stuff for the houses. That's more going on into the economy. And then, of course, new home construction, the amount of economic impact on that. So the National Association of Realtors calculated this total economic impact, and it's pretty incredible. So buy a house to help the economy restore itself. And it has almost a $90,000 economic impact buying a home. You can see here the average economic impact of one home sale in our state. Here in Ohio, it shows a $56,000 economic impact. I was looking at this, Colorado, $123,000. I lived in Colorado back in the late 80s, 123 grand. Wow. California, 171. What's New York? 92,000. So look at that out there. But pretty cool. Just want to let you know, Stacy and I have a free for you summer 2020 buyer and seller guide. You can download it. I'll have the links down there below. If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, I'll put the links in here on it so you can check it out. But it's free for you to download. There's a millennial one. We've got them in Spanish. If tú hablas español, it's on there. En línea, that means online. We have it there. You'll be able to click that on there. Here's my resources, my links. If you're like, where did he come up with all that data? They're all here. This is where I got all of those quotes and things from really super smart people. Okay, so that is it. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. Please, if you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. Say something nice. If you didn't like it, say something mean. It'll hurt my feelings, and I'll be curled up in the corner over here crying over my EXP pillow that's in my office here. And just kidding. I only cry when kittens get hurt. That's about the only time I do it. But, you know, subscribe, share it with a friend. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great one. We will see you soon. Oh, by the way, Stacy and I have some great programs. I should have printed a little commercial for ourselves. I'm going to do it right now. Unique selling propositions. Look, for buyers, we have a Love Your Home Buyer Guarantee. If you use us to buy your home, and for any reason in your first year of owning the home, you don't like it, any reason at all, we'll sell it for you for free. We're going to put some skin in the game with you here. Use us as the buyer's agent. We'll sell it for free. If any time within 1 year, I don't care if you get your job reload in 6 months and you got to move, we'll sell it for you for free, man. We're going to put some skin in the game here with you as an insurance plan. If you're a seller, we have an incredible program right now, a 4% full service listing program. Full service. That means shut up, Jim, is what that said right there. Full service. We do everything, drone photos, professional photography, everything that gets done, the inside of the property, video that goes through it, right? The virtual tour and everything. We do all the stuff. Just check us out. Get a hold of us on that. We also have a program, Express Offers, where we can bring a cash deal to you as a seller. We have billions and billions of dollars behind us that we can come in and offer you cash on your house. Hit us up for that. It's called Express Offers. It's exclusively for EXP agents. We also are representing people on new build homes. You saw the new build sales going on. Look, Stacey and I were new build reps back in the beginning. There's tons of new builds. And look, when you go into that new build model, just so you know, the person sitting there represents the builder, right? Of course, you can do the transaction yourself, but that'd be like going to court. You go to court and you could represent yourself, and the other person has a lawyer. You could represent yourself, but don't you think you'd want to have somebody on your side, right? That's what we do. There's no cost to you for that, by the way, to represent you to buy a home. There's no, for you millennials out there, there's no cost for that either. So make sure you hit us up with the new builds. There's lots of things that happen, man, that you're going to want somebody on your side for with new builds, but we love new builds. It's great, especially with the inventory being out there. For those of you who are maybe or know somebody who's upside down in your home, we do short sales. Yes, we have, they were still doing them, believe it or not. They're not like they were back in 08 and all that stuff where all the deals were short sales. But look, sometimes bad things happen to good people, divorces, health issues, losing jobs, things like that. And you know, you're upside down in your home. You do not have to get financially ruined. We can protect you and get you out of your home when you owe more than it's worth. That happens. It's not happening that much right now, but we've done a couple of them and we can help you out with that. And with investors, hit us up, man. We get some sweet pocket deals that we can hook you up with. So that's it. That's my commercial on there. I am done now for sure. Have a great one.